welcome to another episode of Tribunal of the Grid, where we talk about all things Power Rangers, including the actors that play them. My name is Brandon.
I am Lena.
And today we are being joined by a very, very, very special actor. He has been involved in Power Rangers as a very psychotic character. So he was a part of Power Rangers in Space and also made an appearance in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy as well. Please give it up for the Psycho Red, Mr. Patrick David. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing good.
Good. We're so glad to have you here. We're very appreciative of you being here on the show.
It's an honor.
Thank you. So first of all, I have a question. I have a question.
What is that?
Just off the bat. First of all, what do you do? Like, what kind of facial regimen do you do? Because you are you still look the same. What is going on?
I actually want to ask the exact same question too.
Well, my face, I just got stung by a bee this afternoon, so that's kind of messed up, right? As you can see, right there, a big round thing.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, no, that was yesterday. I got stung in my foot today.
Wow, you just attract all the bees.
Yesterday when I went hiking, I don't know what's going on. Pheromones or whatever, I don't know. But I was hiking and this bee just came out of nowhere, just attacked my face and pulled this big stinger out of my face. But it's all good. I'm fine.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just I guess just kind of take care of myself. I don't know.
Well, you do a really good job.
Well, I
okay.
also I'm dark skinned, so they say black don't crack. So maybe that's just something.
Hello. Booyah. I know that's right. I love it.
Love it. That's great.
I think we're kind of blessed with certain genes.
Oh my gosh, no kidding.
Right. I'm pretty sure that has everything to do with it, because I'm just like, what? Are you still looking the same as you did in the 90s? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. So, speaking of, just take us back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shows here, because of course we had to research you in order to interview you, obviously. Now, it says here that you grew up in Los Angeles.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about that. What kind of kid were you growing up?
Oh, good God. I was a creative kid. I tell you that.
Okay.
I guess elementary school, I was already writing my own plays, and I wanted to be, on television, and got into commercials.
Wow.
And junior high school, I guess. Junior high school. I got into commercials and was dancing, did some print work. I'm too short to model, so I got away with doing some print work. Did all that stuff for years and years and years, and I did really start getting into theatrical acting until I was, I think, 20. I just dropped the dance. I dropped the commercial. I just really focused on theatrical work. And Power Rangers wasn't my very first big break. I was already working, like I said, since I was 15 years old. I was working 10 years before I even got Power Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah, I was always playing younger. Actually, I won't say how old I was on Power Rangers. I just finished filming in Canada. We were in not Toronto,
Vancouver.
We shot for 3 months in Vancouver. The Greg Louganis movie.
Okay.
I played young Greg Louganis. Me and Mario Lopez and I both played him. That was my very first big starring role, and that was a huge television movie. I flew back.
Wow.
I auditioned for Power Rangers and I booked that. So, but
that's amazing.
In LA, I was a kid in Hollywood. I had a lot of friends in television industry, a lot of celebrity friends. So I would go out dancing, and I didn't drink at all. I didn't drink until like 21, so I was still a good kid. But
well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who Dick Clark is. He
yes,
he was the host of American Bandstand, and I was on American Bandstand
American Bandstand for like years.
Yeah. I was in the last few 4 years of it, 4 or 5 years. And he was pretty much my mentor in the business. Yeah, I was getting fan mail and doing all that stuff. Like I was 15 to 19, but Dick Clark also produced American Music Awards. He produced the Grammys and the Golden Globes. So I was invited to all those things, all the parties and everything. So I was all over the place.
Wow.
I was all over the place growing up. Yeah.
Wow. So
jealous.
I just got a question. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just need to know, since you were doing all of this, how did school come in? I
had tutors.
Where did you have time?
on the set. Well, you know what? Be honest with you, when I was working, I had tutors on the set. It's so long, but I ditched a lot. I didn't want to be in school. I was like, you know what? I'm working. I don't need this. So I graduated high school with straight D's.
That's an awesome record.
Wow.
2 days before graduation, my mom said, "Are you going to graduate?" I'm like, I don't know. It barely slipped by. I thought I was my head was kind of out there as far as school goes, but anyway, now it's different. I love learning now. It's a whole different story.
It's not funny. We always rush to grow up and get out of school, but then we do the exact opposite when we're older.
I know. I actually went back to school after years and years later. I'm like, oh, actually, I actually like this. But then you couldn't tell me what to do. You could not tell me what to do.
I swear, I feel like it's that whole idea of I want to be grown so bad. I want to be on my own. I want to do this. And then as soon as you actually start being grown and you start being hit with adult responsibility, it's like, oh my God, can I just be a kid again? I don't like this.
Yeah, we should have took all those adults' advice when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I swear,
my parents
trusted me.
My parents trusted me, so that was a good thing. And I didn't disappoint. I mean, I came back home when I was supposed to come back home. I already had a car at 15, so I was already all over the place. But I didn't. Yeah, my first commercial was Burger King. I first started commercials. My second audition, I booked it, and it was Burger King, and I got my car right away.
Look at you.
So that helps with auditions. I can take myself to auditions.
Wow, that's amazing.
But like I said, I wasn't a bad kid. I was all over the place, but I was good.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was kind of thrown into adulthood very early.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Right?
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
15. Woo! We couldn't even dream of that.
So kind of fast forward into, a couple years when you're actually in Power Rangers. Now, rumor has it that you originally auditioned for the Red Ranger. Is that true?
It's true. I mean, I still don't know all the details, but Iris, our casting director, still casts to this day. But what they actually do when you go and audition for certain roles, they'll have you read more material than normal just to maybe get a feel for certain things, or they don't have enough material for one character at the time. So I did read for the Red Ranger. I don't know. I don't even remember how far along the series was, already going on before I popped in there. I don't know if it was for Andros. I don't know if it was for Red for the next season for Lost Galaxy. But I did read for Red, and I did read for Psycho Red, which I didn't even know what a Psycho Red Ranger was, but I read for both.
Either did we.
I could probably call her and ask her, but I'm sure she wouldn't remember either.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, okay. Okay. That's really kind of cool. And it sounds like to me, because they cast everything beforehand, so you probably were reading for Andros, and that's that would have been kind of cool to actually see you as Andros, as a leader. It's been kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm a leader, just a bad leader.
Yeah, you are.
Villain. Yeah. But
right, just the leader of a really murderous group of Rangers. But yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I didn't watch the show at that point. We all knew what Power Rangers was. And just before Power Rangers in Space, the series wasn't union. It wasn't SAG, so we weren't allowed to actually audition for anything. But once it became SAG and opened up, we're all very excited to audition for it. But I was really busy. I really didn't really watch much TV, so I didn't know much at all when I started and who I was reading for, what was going on. But yeah, it could have been exciting. Okay. I mean, yeah.
And
but that role belongs to Chris. I mean, Christopher Kamen Lee. He's the best Andros I couldn't picture meeting Andros. He's Andros.
No, for sure. And like even what you were saying, it could have been the next Lost Galaxy Ranger. I could actually kind of see it because based on the casting, what ended up hiring Danny. You guys are similar in terms of like the looks that I can see where they would try to go for. So that would have been interesting.
There's a lot of like photos out there, and we all kind of some of us like look the same, dark hair.
Yeah.
Wear the same black jackets and the red shirts. It's very funny.
I
could have probably played that.
I could see that. I could see them being like, he could go for Leo. Yeah, I could see that. But no, but you did such a good job of Psycho, so they're like, nah, he's Psycho.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, for sure. Like Psycho Red is like meant for you. Like it was just, it was perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Up until that point, I was always playing very nice guys, and I just played a very, very timid, shy guy in the Luganis movie. So switching to bad was actually pretty fun. I can switch into evil very quickly.
Wow.
Just don't get on my bad
that
side.
Actually sounds kind of threatening.
So what's the smile? What's the smile for you?
I was like,
okay,
is he
I'm
gonna
actually
kill us
nervous.
Like reaching to the screen and that's it, we're dead. And Avenger
right?
I could see that. I was feeling that vibe. I was like, oh no, we're dying now.
We're dying. We're done.
Yeah, playing evil is very fun. Yeah.
That's what's up. So so obviously the role was mainly just a lot of voice acting.
A lot of voiceover, yeah.
Yeah. So how was it when you actually got to be on screen? Like, how was that?
That was the first day we shot Silence is Golden.
Oh.
That was the very first time we worked on the show.
Oh wow.
So so they were going for our characters' looks first. You know what I mean? And then they called us back to do the voiceover, the looping sessions, and then after the season, and then they said we might bring you back, and I'm like, how are you gonna bring me back? We died. When are you gonna bring me back? I'm like, okay. And lo and behold, they brought us back. But it was a lot of voiceover. So I did see, I think, Chris, and I don't know who else was in the studio at the time. And I was walking over to the looping room. I was looking around the different rooms, and some were just hanging out. But I didn't say hi to them. I really didn't know them. I met Justin on set, and Justin. There was Tracy, and oh goodness, I'm bad with names. Pink. What's her name?
Patricia.
Patty. Patricia. Yeah. Of course, I met all of them. We didn't talk beforehand. We just started just action. Just started acting right away. Just talked afterwards for a minute, but that was about it.
Oh wow.
There was no hello, how are you? What's your name?
Like
none of that.
Yeah.
I didn't see him again until 2 years late. So 2 years ago.
What?
I haven't seen him since 2 years ago.
Wow. I guess they were really aiming for that, like, hate them, like, give them all that raw you've got.
Right? Gee. So when you came back after your character died and everything, and then you guys came back again, how was that filming that episode? Like, how was that?
Honestly, I don't remember. I just know I had a lot of fun just doing it. We did a few different takes of every scene just to see which take was the best. But I mean, I was just going full out with the laughs and the all that kind of stuff. So, but they were like, wow, I think I actually did a few of the black roles too, Psycho Black, because somebody couldn't arrive one day. I know I did more than just red. I did way more than just red.
Oh, wow.
Don't quote me because I don't know whose it was.
Oh,
but it was
shoot.
Other,
Okay.
there were other Rangers that I did too, other Psycho Rangers.
What?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, they were loving it. So
that's really cool. Oh my
good.
God.
You gotta listen very carefully, I guess.
Shoot.
We're gonna have to go back and do that now.
Yeah.
Right? Because I would have never thought, because all of them just sounded so different. Dog, you're really good at that then. I'm like, sheesh, I would have never known.
Thank you.
Wow. Now, if you were to ask to, come back in the future, but aside from the time that you did come back in Lost Galaxy, if they were to ask you to bring you back and, you be Psycho Red again, would you?
Yeah. I mean, I stepped away from acting a long time ago, about 10, 15 years ago. It's just
Really?
only because I don't really care for the business as much. I mean, I love performing, and I've been in it for such a long time. I wanted to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the work didn't really slow down. I just kind of pushed it away for a bunch of different reasons. But Power Rangers, yeah. I mean, I'm just happy and kind of surprised after all these years. Like, the toys just came out.
Yeah.
But in 2 years after they found me to do these conventions, how many? I have them right here. I got what? I got this one.
Oh my gosh.
I got, of course, this one, and I got this metal thing, this metal set. I'm in there, right? Where's Psycho Red?
That is so
right
cool.
There. Got, of course, and then
wow.
a second, of course, the comic book.
Look at you.
So, and then they used our likeness in the comic book. So I mean, they've been just like pounding away these Psycho Rangers, and then another set's coming out on the full crew. So I mean, I don't know. They're really focusing on the Psycho Rangers for some reason.
God.
But if they ask me, yeah, and if not, I would pass the baton to somebody else. It's just fine with me.
That is so. I'm actually really impressed by like how, like, into it that you are up to date with it. Like I'm blown away right now. Like, you got all the toys, you know all about the comics, and like that's really cool. I'm impressed.
Well, everyone tells me I get a lot of messages and phone calls and texts. Hey, this is coming out. I'm like, what? Because they don't tell us anything. Hasbro and Power Rangers don't tell us anything. It just pops up. But we gotta buy our own stuff too. You know that, right? They don't send us anything. And the next set's like $100 for like all the cycles together, like $100 set.
Right.
So,
I gotta buy my own box.
So they don't even give you any.
If somebody out there wants to buy me one, then I'll be happy to accept.
So they don't give you anything for your likeness in the comics?
No. No. They own that. I mean, but I tell you, but Boom Comics is very cool though, because they gave me a heads up. I actually spoke to the artist in Italy before that. I sent him a whole care package and asked him to please make me look good. And I think he did a really good job.
No, he really did. Like, I swear that guy,
I like it.
He looks just like you.
I'm
really
so
cool.
dead.
Where is it?
You said had to send him a care package and everything? Wow.
I sure did. I gave him an autograph. I sent him an action figure. I sent him some headshots.
Oh my God.
A bunch of stuff. Yeah.
That is crazy.
So he did a good job.
No, he did do a really, really, really good job. We're impressed. Like, okay, now we know how you got him to
I know how to kiss up. Now
we know how. Because we're like, they look really good. Now we know why. But that's funny that you mentioned like that you left acting and everything, because that kind of leads us into our next question. Obviously you have the Alley Exchange, right? Could you tell us a little bit more about it and how you come up with choosing what pieces you want to like sell or have in your store or like promote? Like, I love the style.
Yeah. So I have the store called the Alley Exchange. I travel a lot. I've always traveled a lot, especially like to Europe. I love being in Europe. I love Spain. I love going to a lot of museums like the Louvre or just anywhere historical. I'm a big fan of history. Whenever I go somewhere, I would always bring some kind of antiques home. I would ship them home or just have them home. And I would love going to flea markets and just finding really old vintage or antique pieces for my place. So, and everyone always said, "Oh, you should have your own design studio or something." I'm like, no, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that. But I went to school for business. I went back to school for business, and I've always loved furniture because they're like pieces of art. So I just decided I wanted to open a store, an actual brick and mortar store, in the Pasadena area out here in Los Angeles.
What?
It's yeah, but so I opened I started the online site just to show people what the store was going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
But people started buying things, and so I had a warehouse full of stuff. I kind of just weeded that out, and it's ended up being just online. So there are designer conventions where I go and pick out each piece individually, and I usually lean towards more the architectural like designs, and like I said, 'cause I love art and history. So anything it's more vintage looking recreation. That's what I am more passionate about. So
No, I could tell.
It's gonna be very expensive, but
worth it.
I mean, it's got to be quality. I don't like cheap things, so the quality has got to be spot on, and something different about each piece. So
wow. So like essentially every piece you have is more or less one of a kind.
Well, they're not really. A lot of them are made in small numbers,
okay,
but they look like they're one of a kind.
They do.
I mean, yeah, I have, some of my suppliers have big giant like greenhouses, or they're aged a certain way, or a distressed couch or a distressed something or other. But it's got to be something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This can't be just an ordinary.
No.
Something you can just pick up down the street.
No, it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I'm always admire like this selection you pick, and I genuinely think like, how do you have such a great eye for this? Like, this is everything I would genuinely want in my home. It's
well, thank you.
Gorgeous pieces. So now I want to know, how many of your family members and friends get you to design their living space?
Oh no, I don't do that. I don't like doing that. No, I don't do that. No, I will suggest something to them, but I don't even like. I'm so particular, and I'm so like. For my own space, it has to be. If it doesn't feel right, it's not feng shui, but something similar. Is I can't do that in somebody else's home. I can't tell them what to do. I can give them some ideas, but I don't go and do that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and it's a family business, so I have my family go with me to these shows and ask their opinion or
cool,
something like that. And I'm very close to my mom. I flew out to the last one in Dallas, and she helped me pick out a few things and
nice.
Do some business moves and everything. So
that's amazing.
I got to include the family.
No, that's amazing. No, you amazing. So I actually want to take you into a little scenario. If Psycho Red was to live, how would you design his living space?
Oh, dark. Big. See my chair I'm sitting in? I'm sitting in a big throne. You know that, right?
What?
I'm sitting in a throne.
Okay, that is officially the coolest thing ever.
No, seriously, I would have never thought that was a throne.
Yeah, it's a big dome chair. Hey,
no way!
Look at that.
It's a big dome chair I'm sitting in.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
So,
Psycho Red
will have one of these, but just black. It'll be black. Tall, giant black curtains behind him. Some big light. You gotta have some light behind you for dramatics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when someone comes in,
of course,
he's just sitting there on his throne.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, totally.
It's all about the entrance. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's amazing.
By a long walkway too, just to come forward.
Oh my gosh, yes. You have to have the ambience already set, and you have that long walkway.
You gotta have some lights, some fire, some wall sconces with flames coming out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's amazing. Oh my god, I love it.
Think of the Wizard of Oz, something like that, but just a lot darker.
Yes. Definitely. Oh my god.
Love it.
No,
I actually do have a question. Taking it back a couple years, a little bit back. Now, I was actually looking at your IMDb, and I saw that you worked on Walking Across Egypt.
Yes.
With Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yes. How was that? Because that, like wow.
I miss Jonathan. He was such a nice guy. He was such a nice guy. That was that's one of my favorite projects. I also played a bad guy in that too. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, I was kicking some ass in that movie. He's a very, very nice guy. Of course, he was at that time. He was still blown up all over the media. He wanted to get out of the business as well. You know, I mean, he was in it for a long time, and he told me after we shot that he was going to go back to school. So not long after we shot the movie, he up and left. He didn't live very far from me. We talked on the phone a couple of times. I lived over in Sherman Oaks. I think he was like in Woodland Hills or something like that. But he left town.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're not
up
that
and
far
left.
at all.
I haven't seen him since, but he was a very cool guy. He was very cool.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
little.
Crap. Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, what? Jonathan Taylor Thomas? What? That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, we shot that in Orlando, actually.
Okay.
Supposed to have been somewhere else in the South, but it was Orlando.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the South, but...
yeah, not where it's supposed to have been. It's supposed to have been like in... Where is it, like Georgia or something? Or
yeah, it's supposed to be like in Georgia.
I mean, we're not far from Disney World. Put it that way.
So
oh my gosh.
So how often do you go to Disney?
World. We did on our breaks. We went to Disney.
What? That's amazing.
Wow.
That's
I swear.
amazing.
Magic
TV,
of Hollywood.
Man. Like.
Yeah.
As
I'm scared. What is this?
I'm going to take you to a series of random questions.
Okay.
And
you didn't see Psycho Radio. He's sitting here waiting.
Oh my gosh.
You can ask him anything you want.
That's amazing.
Holy crap.
Oh my god, that's amazing. All right, so we're going to start off with, when do you feel most like yourself? Like, that could be during the day.
When I'm by myself.
Yeah. Would that be during any time of the day, or just like...
I make it a point to spend a lot of alone times. I'm always around people. So every day is different for me. Every day is different. I have to make pockets of time. Like before this, I went jogging and laying out. And I could just, listen to my music, be myself. You know what I mean? Before all this mess, I would go to the movies a lot. I would see like anything to get out of the house. You know what I mean? Or just something. But I could be myself around myself and around my parents.
That's amazing.
My family.
Wow,
yeah.
That's amazing. What is your definition of heaven on earth?
First thing that popped into my mind was junk food.
Yes. Yes.
I literally went to the store 2 days ago and I got cookie dough and half gallon of ice cream.
That sounds delicious.
The dough was never cooked.
Oh.
I just melted it in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds. This melty, gooey, raw cookie dough.
Oh,
that's heaven on earth.
Amazing. Oh.
I ate half of that to the other half away.
Amazing. If you could
have heaven
on earth.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, my mouth is watering right now.
You're gonna get worms. I haven't got worms yet, so.
Hey, you know what? I think your stomach has probably built a wall around that already, so I think you're good.
Seriously.
You eat like a teenager.
Whoa. When you're an adult, you can do whatever you want, right?
Exactly. My money, my tummy.
Right? Exactly.
It's my tapeworm. No.
Oh my god, you don't want that. No.
No.
If you could have dinner with 3 people, they could be dead or alive, who would it be?
My grandma, number 1. I miss my grandma.
Oh.
Walt Disney.
Yes.
And oh goodness, I tend to black out when I'm on the spot. I don't know. Come back to me on that one.
Sure.
At the very end.
Sure. My next question is, what makes a person beautiful?
Their heart. Aww. It's the inside that counts. I'm not being a very good villain, am I? I'm being too nice to be a villain sometimes. But yeah, it's got to be the heart.
But that's how you get us. You trick us. You You play this whole like nice guy move, and that's it. We walk into your dark hallway.
Exactly. You walk straight into that dark corridor and then you trap us. And then it's like, we're done.
Gotcha.
Do you have a mentor? Now that could be like anyone that you.
Yes. The actually director of Walking Across Egypt. He also directed my Western with David Carradine. I played David Carradine's son. By Dawn's Early Light. He coached me on the Greg Louganis movie and how to not cry. It was more powerful than crying on set, on scene, on camera. I'm sorry. His name's Arthur Seidelman. He is God. He's directed everyone that you can think of. He gave Arnold Schwarzenegger his first role. But he's a direct student of Sandy Meisner, so I learned Meisner technique. But he's been there for me throughout my whole career. He's my mentor.
Wow, that's amazing.
Him and Dick Clark.
Yes. If you could relive yesterday, what would you do differently?
Nothing. I have no regrets.
That's good.
Got to keep on pushing on. Don't look back.
I can see you being like, wait, I should have ate that last thing of cookie dough.
That's a lie, but I'm going to say that anyway. It sounds good. Leave it at that.
Oh my god. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? And you can definitely make one up.
Oh. No, it's got to be flying. I've always wanted to fly.
Yes.
Always wanted to fly.
Nothing's cooler than flying.
Yeah. No.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live? And your entire family and your friends, anybody that wants to come with you, can come with you on this beautiful paradise of yours.
Somewhere in Europe, Spain.
Nice.
Spain, countryside, Spain, yeah. But close enough to town, so I won't be totally like isolated. But I love open spaces. I love big giant villas. The opening landing page of my store, a big villa, that's where I would live.
Ooh.
And actually, I think it's in France, but yeah, the Alley Exchange. Look at that, AliEx.com, that place. That'll be my place.
I'm definitely going to do that after.
Nice.
Are you a coffee or a tea person?
Coffee. I drink coffee all day.
Yes.
I cannot wake up without my coffee.
Yes, that's us.
I think I'm a pot, like five cups off the bat.
Nice.
Then I crash. I drink more coffee. I like three naps a day. About 3 naps a day.
That's amazing. How do you get 3 naps?
Crackhead. I crash with the coffee.
Oh my god.
See, this is how he stays so young. Everybody now we know now.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Coffee and naps.
3 naps a day and coffee.
Yep.
Always nap. I took a nap before you called me. 20 minutes. I had to have 20 minutes in there.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm not sure if you have a side. Are you a DC or Marvel person?
I don't have a side.
Okay.
I like them both.
No,
Yeah.
no worries. If you could physically be one age forever, what age would you want to be?
The age I am now.
Okay.
It sounds good.
Okay. What would you want your legacy to
No,
be?
seriously, because you learn a lot throughout your years. I wouldn't want to go back and
Well,
I don't feel any pains or aches or anything. So when that comes along, then I'll say something else. But right now, I'm fine.
Well, like the physical age. So what I mean by that too is, it's funny you mentioned that, is that mentally you can still grow and develop and absorb everything, but just I guess physically, like a vampire, if you didn't have to age, like, physically.
Yeah.
So okay, that's a good answer.
I think I'm cool right now. Yeah.
All right, that's fair. What would you want your legacy to be?
You get these hard questions, don't you? Gosh, that's I'm stumped. I don't know. That's
Okay.
bad. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. So why don't you throw in, what is your current favorite TV series or movies that you would recommend us to watch?
Power Rangers. How about that? I like junk TV. No, I'm like watching like MTV crap. I just watched I just binged. What was it? I don't even want to say it. What was it? Florida Bama Shore or something. Florida, some one of those things where it's kind of like Jersey Shore, but they're in Florida. One of those things.
Yes.
Just some lighthearted stuff. But I don't know. I just skip around.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
What about you? Tell me.
Well, I like Friends. So, the TV series Friends. I really like having that on all the time just because it's funny. I skip around between different series. I think right now I'm waiting for The Umbrella Academy to come out for season 2. And
I watched part of that.
Yeah, you should finish it. I was really impressed by the ending, and I'm excited to see what the new season will hold for us. Mm. What else am I watching? I watched something really dark. I've been watching Hannibal, Good Girls, Unsolved Mystery. That's really, really dark. Nurses Who Kill.
Oh, the new one? I was told that was pretty good.
It is. I saw the whole thing and I went, oh my God. So yeah, that was really good. And I just finished watching Nurses Who Kills.
The new Twilight Zone's good too. I was watching that. I'm binge watching that actually right now.
Yeah?
The season 2 I heard is better than season 1. The new Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone?
Mm-hmm. The new one.
Oh, okay. No, I've heard good things. I haven't watched it yet.
Jordan Peele. Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I want to. What else? Down to Earth with Zac Efron. That's been a really good start to that.
Oh, I did episode number 1. So
right?
Like I said, God. I skip around.
No, I'm just like you. So
I'm actually only doing. Yeah, I'm only just visiting old shows. Like I'm only binge watching old shows. So I'm doing I'm rewatching Golden Girls. So I'm on season 3.
You hear I said that, right?
I'm sorry.
You heard me say that? You heard me say that before you said it, right?
No, I
said
didn't.
Golden Girls, and you said Golden Girls.
Holy crap! I didn't even hear that. That is amazing. That is awesome.
You heard it too, Lena. You heard that, right?
I did, yeah. That's amazing.
I know every single episode by heart.
Me too.
I was blessed enough to meet all of them except for Sophia.
What?
I have a picture with Betty White. My mentor Arthur did a play with Blanche. What's her name again? Her real name. Out in Florida. So I went to go visit. Yeah, Rue McClanahan. I have a picture with her. I met B. Arthur. My picture with her is pretty bad though. It's like half of her face. I got the picture back from the shop. They're like, no. But yeah, except I have half of her face, but I met them all.
That's amazing. Brandon's freaking out right now.
Amazing.
Look at Brandon. He's freaking out right now.
No, because I love the Golden Girls. It's like my favorite.
Oh yeah,
I
watched an episode last night.
Losing my mind.
That's amazing.
Me too.
Oh my God, that's
when
amazing.
When Blanche went through the change, I'm going through the change.
Yes. My favorite episode is the murder mystery episode where they were in the hotel, and they thought that Blanche killed that guy. Oh my God, that's my favorite episode of all time.
Did Dorothy solve it? She solved it, right?
Yeah,
I figured.
Of course. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Right now, the Psycho Red on Instagram, which I don't know if it's going to be there much longer. I don't really like social media very much. I'm just quiet person.
Oh,
so
wow.
I have it on there for the Comic Cons and to say hi to the fans every now and then, but I'm hardly ever on there. So right now it's there. It might go away sometime, but right now the Psycho Red.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, then that means they can just follow you on your Ali exchange, right?
Yeah, you can buy something.
Right? Hey,
No, I'm sure Psycho Red will be there.
I'm
just trying to pull a Keanu Reeves. We're just not on social media.
That man is so cool. I have the uttermost respect for that man.
Exactly. See,
so cool.
He inspires me. I want to be like him.
Amazing. Oh, I bow down to him.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Have you ever met him?
I've seen him in a corner at a club. I never said hi to him. I've never actually talked to him before. I walked by, it's Keanu Reeves. And that was about it.
Hey, you know what? That's all you need.
Oh, wow.
He was in a booth.
Right.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us and to chat with us and make us laugh.
Oh, it was fun, guys. Thanks for asking me.
No, thank you. The honor is us, all ours.
Seriously. Like, it's really been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next Comic-Con whenever all this stuff frees up.
Yes. That's where you'll find us.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us once again.
A lot of fun.
No problem. And once again, my name is Brandon.
I am Lena.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye.